Righty. Okay. My name is Mayowa Adeoti. I am known in the online space as Website Chic. I am the founder of WC Digital. It is a digital marketing agency where we help business owners to automate their business and triple their income within a quarter. So we do this, through different means and depending on the type of business that you present with. Our two major products or our two major audiences are business owners who sell retail, and physical products and need automation systems like automated websites, sales funnels, and co. We do that for them at the agency, and we also help people, professionals with a lot of knowledge who desire to start coaching and mentoring and want to have their own dedicated marketing team. So that is what the agency, that's like the snapshot of the agency services. While I am also a coach, on a personal level, I am also a coach and I coach professionals with years of experience and their experience can be corporate, it can be life experience, any type of experience that you want to monetize. So I coach them to understand, what they want to do, how to do it, and how to start making money and making impact as soon as possible, with that knowledge. I've been doing this for about 10 years now. Um, yeah, so that's me in a nutshell. Okay, so today we want to talk about Black Friday. How many people are here? If you already sell digital products in the online space, please indicate if you are here and you're already selling digital products. It is not that you're just about to start. You're currently doing something here and there. You're a coach, whether established, whether you're new, whether you're established, whether you're trying to scale. Please indicate, let me know. Let me bring out my chat so I could see comments. All right. I'm a newbie. I have 3 ebooks. I'm still a novice in affiliates. I am a creator on Selar. All right. Okay. So I wanted to take the temperature and know the kind of people that I am talking to. Today, I want to teach you how to make more sales during this upcoming Black Friday. Now, a lot of people think Black Friday is only about discounts. So most people, when you hear them preparing for Black Friday, you see that they start, thinking about, oh, should I give 50% discount or 90% discount or 10% discount, because they think Black Friday is just about discounts. Today, I am here to show you the 3-step system that you need to be able to sell out your offers without discounts, because Black Friday is synonymous to value, more to value rather than discount. Yes, there are things that you do to really get people's attention. And one of the things that people usually do, or that is magnified more than others, is discount. So because of that, most people assume that Black Friday is all about discounts. Well, that can be true for people in the physical product space, right? Because of the type of business that they do. But if you're a coach, if you are someone who sells value, you sell intangible, what we do is information. It is not physical. You should focus more on some other things during this Black Friday to ensure that you don't diminish the value of your product, of your digital products during this Black Friday. Again, my name is Mayowa Adeoti, and I will be, in the next 40 minutes, I will be taking you through this class. Now, the reason you want to do something around Black Friday is because there will be a lot of shoppers during every year's Black Friday. It is recorded, statistics say that a lot of purchases happen within the week of Black Friday, and the week, we call it Black Friday week and Cyber Week. So Black Friday is I think it is 28th of November this year. And then we have Cyber Monday, which is exactly the Monday after Black Friday. So there are usually discounts around Black Friday and Cyber Monday. You want to put at the back of your mind that what you actually want to do during this period where a lot of people are out there looking for, deals, because I will not call it discounts that they are looking for. Really, people are looking for deals. And what you want to do is to command attention. For you to be able to command attention, there are certain things that you need to do to ensure that all of the attention that will be in the online space around that time, you also take a share. You take a share of it, and you don't just allow all that buzz to come and go without you strategically positioning to ensure that, you also take your share of the attention that is being circulated around this period. Now, you can sell out your offers without touching your prices. You can set a goal and say, I want to do 100 sales, during this period. When you set that goal, what is needed is the vehicle to push that goal and to ensure that it happens. Again, today in class, I will show you in 3 simple steps how to command attention and reach your goal for this Black Friday. You need to know that when people buy at any time of the year, it does not matter whether it is Black Friday or Cyber Monday or Christmas sales or Easter sales or New Year's, there is always a festival or a special event or something happening here and there that you could always attach a sale to. But you need to know that as someone selling digital products in any form, whether it is in mentorship, it is in coaching, courses, ebooks, or whatever, you need to know that what you're selling first, you sell urgency. When at the moment where you want people to convert, you need to sell urgency. Let them know that there is only a limited time for them to take action. The other thing you want to sell is relevance. Again, they need to know that what you are presenting to them is relevant to their immediate needs. And the third thing is transformation, because again, any digital product that does not have the transformation clearly stated is really, because most digital products is around transformation. You sell this, so you sell a course, for example, to someone because you're promising them that you want to take them from point A to point B. If you are not able to describe how that transformation looks or how that transformation is going to happen, how they will move and go from point A to, to this point and this point and this point and this point until they reach point B, which is the promise that you're making to them that I will take you from point A to point B if you buy this course, if you buy this ebook, if you join my coaching program. You need to be able to spell out your transformation properly. These are really the things that people buy, not lower prices, because I can bet it to you that the same product that you're selling, that another coach is selling, if you don't properly spell out your own transformation, you did not indicate the relevance to their immediate, you did not indicate the relevance of your product to their immediate needs, and you did not put urgency. But this coach B, this other coach, adds all of these things, they will sell out. They will sell more, and they will sell at a much more expensive price than you are selling right now. So you need to know that it is really not about the price. It is more about how you present and what people see about what you're trying to do. So what is step one of what you need to do as you prepare for this Black Friday and Cyber, week? You need to build anticipation before the sale. So don't just come. Black Friday is November 28th, right? So don't just come on 27th and say, tomorrow I will be posting something. I am giving you something great. And then you've not built any form of buzz. You've not built any form of, anticipation. And you just come out and say, Black Friday sales, 50% discount, valid only for 24 hours. And then you push that and you wonder why, you're seeing crickets, where you wonder why nobody is taking action and buying from you. Now, one other thing you need to know about planning to sell during Black Friday is that most people that convert during Black Friday are who we call middle of the funnel audiences. They convert more during Black Friday than cold audiences, because you see a lot of people right now are preparing. Honestly, I am also preparing to take advantage of some sales starts. I do some of my major subscriptions for some of the softwares that we use at the agency. For example, I buy them during the Black Friday sales. So you see, I am a middle of the funnel audience. If we want to look at, I'm not a cold audience because I'm already familiar with these brands. I already know what they do. I understand what the product is about. I may have bought from them before, or I may not have bought from them before, but I do know what they are about. I understand the value that they are trying to sell to me. So meaning that as you build your anticipation and build your buzz, understand that your 70% of your efforts should go towards your warm audience. Because another reason why a lot of people will wonder, why am I not able to sell as much as possible during this Black Friday, is because you're putting too much effort on cold audiences that would probably still need some time for them to get to know you, get to know your brand, get to, understand what you do, get to understand your value and the transformation that you're promising them. Because these things sometimes take some time for you to actually, let people know that this is who you are and what you are about. 70% of your efforts, 70% of everything you do in the marketing stage should be to your warm audience, people that you don't need to whine them too much. You know what I mean? You don't need to whine them too much. They already know about you, about your brand and all of that. They just want to see what you're, pushing to them. They just want to see how valuable it is for them at that point. So now, at the least, start your, your buzz planning. Start between 7 to 10 days, and you still have that time, because today is we still have about 14 days. I think we still have about 14 days before Black Friday. So which means that, you can start immediately, start in another day, 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days time, and you will still be able to do, several things that you're supposed to do. Remember that I said that what you need to do is build anticipation before the day that you will. Okay, so let me explain a concept first. So there is the concept of opening cart and closing cart. So the first thing you need to do is decide when you want to open cart. So let us say, for example, you decide, okay, so Black Friday itself is 28th. I would like to open my cart on Thursday and then close it midnight, Cyber Monday. So which means you have 5 days of sales. But marketing should be 7 to 10 days before you start your sales, right? The 7 to 10 days before you open carts, if you decide to open cart on Thursday, for example, or on Friday, there are certain things that you will be doing. One of them is you want to start posting behind the scenes. So you want to create behind the scenes posts that is really, really, really related to the product. And again, I want to say to people here, it is better to focus on one product than wanting to sell your whole suite of products. It is not impossible that you may have like 6 courses, 10 courses, and you just want to say, but I'm declaring 50% discounts. Go to my store, any product you see, just buy 50. That is, well, that is a strategy. But you know, a better strategy that will make you more money is to add more value instead of discounts. Now, building towards ensuring they see that value means that you cannot afford to spread yourself too thin. So if you have several products in your portfolio, for example, maybe you want to ask yourself, which one has actually been my best seller this year? Which one has been my best seller? Which one has bring in more attention? Which one brought in more attention, more sales, you know, more recognition for me this year? One or two of these products, especially if they are related. One other thing you can do is you can create a bundle, but ensure that you are talking about one entity during this anticipation, because then people are not distracted. You see, in marketing, when you are able to keep your audience, you are able to keep their focus on just one thing, you make more sales than when they have many options and they have to, you know, now start thinking, okay, so there is this one 50K, there's another one 150K, there's another one 250K, and then they now start thinking, which one should I take, or which one should I, you know, you're already losing them because you are allowing their brain that is supposed to focus on just one thing, which is, am I ready to buy this thing right now? Should I invest this money right now? Now you have created several variables that their brain needs to start thinking about and start, you know, considering at the stage where they are only supposed to be thinking about committing to that one thing that you're selling to them. So my advice to you is, even if you want to, you know, you have so many products, why don't you look at products that complement each other and put them into a bundle and sell that one bundle? Or pick your best seller, or pick the one that has given you more attention, or pick the product that has more testimonials. You know, there are several things you can use to consider, but just pick one and let it be this one thing that you are talking about over and over again. Now, when you start talking about this, you know, try behind the scenes. What are behind the scenes, you know, posts that you can make about this? Say, for example, there will be a workbook attached to this product. Do a behind the scene of how you're preparing to create the workbook. When you're designing the workbook on Canva, do another one. You know, when you maybe you're communicating with your team, your graphic designer, to do something, or your team is doing something about the product, you are communicating it to them. These are some of, because people may be wondering, how do we create behind the post around and behind the scene around things like this? You know, your operations, you can take the behind the scene of your operations, you know, and post it so that, and then you now, your caption now talks about, you know, remember, you can even do it in the midnight, I say, and create a story around it and say, I am burning the midnight oil, just to ensure that when this comes out on Black Friday, you all get as much value as possible. Everybody that you are visible to knows that something is happening, and something is happening on Black Friday. Now they start preparing for it. They start getting ready for it. They know that you're doing something, and that something is you're getting ready for it. Now, talking about middle of the funnel audience, this is when you want to go to your email list and create, you know, maybe you can do a series, email series. You know that you have 10 days before Black Friday, for example. Create at least an email for each day, talking about several angles of the pain points surrounding these products that you want to sell. So you can create 10 angles of pain points, 10 angles of people's perception about the pain points, 10 angles of, people's goal and what they are looking forward to, the kind of results that they want. These are things that you can create, you can write a story around and send an email every day. And you write that story. And at the end of that story, you want to connect it to, I am looking forward to receiving your order on Black Friday. And you keep talking about it, on all of the places where you show up. So if you are an Instagram person or Facebook or Twitter or TikTok, everywhere you are putting this out there. Everybody knows that something is happening around you, and you keep, it is like you keep giving them a tiny taste of what they should expect before that Black Friday. Another thing you want to do is you want to share client results and mini testimonials. Social proof is very, very important. So who are the people that have used your product before? Even if you don't have testimonials, reach out to them, to the people that have bought your product before. Reach out to them, ask them for their feedback. Have you used this? Do you have any opinion? Do you have any feedback? Anything you'd like to say to me, whether in terms of text, video, audio, you can, in any, it does not matter what format. What matters is that you're sharing proof. Because at the point where people are now considering, okay, so let me start saving money, I would like to, take this person's offer that is coming up on Black Friday. You want to further cement their trust in you so that they can say, oh, this person already used those products. That person said it was good. And then they know that they want to take this action when it is finally open. So build proof. And now if you don't have external testimonials, for example, there is something that I always teach my students, and it is that, so there is something I call the authority formula, where I say that for anything that you want to do as a coach, a mentor, or somebody that creates courses, you are creating it from your knowledge, right? You're creating it from what you know. So the authority formula must always be applied, meaning that, do you have passion for what you're selling? And second thing is, do you have evidence? Evidence does not have to be external testimonials. Evidence can be that it is what you're trying to teach people is what has happened to you. Maybe a challenge that you've passed through in the past, and you had to apply for through certain methods, you were able to get out of that problem or issue maybe faster than others would usually do, and you are now better, you're now good, and you want to teach others how you were able to pass through that particular thing, and you are now a better person, and you believe that if they apply the same method, it will also work for them and all of that. That means you have evidence. The evidence may be you yourself, but you have evidence. So you are different from somebody who knows nothing about anything, or just goes to Google, pick some things, put them together, and started selling it as a course. For such a person, it might be difficult to bring out, even if you are a new coach or you're somebody, you just started selling digital products. As long as you have this authority formula applied on what you are selling, you will be able to build social proof. It can be your friends and family. So let's say, for example, you are in the weight loss. You have done weight loss on yourself. You used to be 50, you used to be 100 kg, and now you're 60 kg, meaning you have lost 40 kg in weight. Now, you have the videos and the pictures and all of that through your process. Do you know your friends and family? You can do a type of documentary style product where they are like, oh, I know when we used to go to the hospital a lot just because she was overweight and all of that, and create buzz around what your family and friends are saying about this thing and all of that. The third aspect of the authority formula is credibility. How credible are you in this thing that you want people to call you a coach in? How credible are you? Do you have the qualifications? Do you have the experience? Like, have you made sacrifices, towards this thing? These are some of the things. Are you the right age, again, for what you're trying to do? All of these things matter. There is a lot around evidence and credibility, but just to mention it so that you know that building proof is not as difficult as you may think it is. You just need to understand evidence and credibility and apply this authority formula and then use it to bring out proof about what you're doing, because it is very important within the 7 to 10 days window. Within the 7 to 10 days window of your buzz building for the Black Friday sales, that you build, that you use social proof, to push this. Now, again, you want to drop teasers. I've said this. I've said this several times. It is part of anticipation building. Let them know it is exclusive. Let them know that it is. There's something we call in funnel building. There is something we call one-time offer, OTO. One-time offer means they will never find that offer anywhere else. It is just that one time. So it could be your own, could be a one-time a year offer, meaning that this offer only comes out Black Friday. You will not find this offer again until probably, you even add probably the same time next year. And I promise you, you don't want to wait till next year before you get the value inside this. So you want to ensure that you present it as very exclusive, as a one-time offer, so that they know that if they miss it, it has finished. They will never get that offer again. Now, you could also create a waitlist page, because again, social media is very porous. It's very porous in the sense that somebody sees your post today, they may not see your post in the next 10 days. That's the truth. So at the moment that you are getting people's attention, don't only get their attention, collect it. You see, there's a difference between getting and collecting. Don't only get their attention with your top of the funnel content and all of these things that I've been talking about that you should build. You should also collect it. Collecting it, one way of collecting would be you sending them to a waitlist page for them to sign up and get ready. You can even add a special bonus to it and say, when you join the waitlist, you will, and then it is part of your buzz building, put the bonus they will get if they join the waitlist page. It does not even have to, you don't even need to create a landing page to do this. You can, that's the standard, that's the recommended way of doing this. But say my landing page designer is not ready right now, or I cannot design a page right now, create a WhatsApp group. Create a WhatsApp group and put them in it and call it your waitlist community for the Black Friday sales. It is even better, because then you will now be able to do direct one-on-one sales when you get into the sales window. So you continue to build your anticipation during marketing, and then when you get into the sales window, you're able to touch on them one-on-one. So part four will also be, teaching in this session, and I'm sure that it will handle sales perfectly. And I know that because I have learned from Paul 4 before, so I know that he will tell you, pick up your phone and call. That is how important. But then, how do you call them if during the marketing stage you don't generate leads? And put the leads in a place where you will be able to reach them and be able to talk to them one-on-one. Okay? Now, step 2. So everything I've been saying so far is just step 1. Remember that I said that there are 3 steps that I will teach today to help you make a lot of sales during Black Friday. Now, all you need to do is reframe your offer. Excuse me. You don't need to reduce your price. Now, I've been teaching. I know that for some reason I'm not able to, bring out the comments so that I see what is happening here. I hope you're all following me. I stopped sharing my screen. I am back on Google Meet so that I can see the comments. I hope you're all following your, so what have you learned in the first step? In the first step, I'll take 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Somebody should tell me a point that stood out for you in step one. In step one of what I have taught so far. Who wants to type something that stood out, something that you just caught it and you're like, yes, this is it. This is what I've been looking for. Did you catch something? If you caught something, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. You can type it and put it in the comments before I move to step 2. All righty. Thank you. Nels Beauty said, I just understood what the middle of the funnel means. Amazing. Amazing. Good. You are a testimony yourself. Thank you. Kifaya. Talk about your wins. Your wins are very, very, very important. Timileyin says, warm up your audience before the Black Friday. Thank you. I can see that you are all following me. So let me go back to my slides before our time is spent. Good. All right. So let's go to step 2. Step 2, you have to reframe your offer. You don't have to reduce your price if you don't want to. Again, what I am trying to debunk in today's class is that Black Friday is not only about discounts. No, far from it. If you desire to give your audience some discounts, that is not a bad idea if you want to. But don't think that without discounts, you cannot sell out your offers on Black Friday. No, you can leave the price as it is, but increase the value as you reframe the offer. Now, let's talk about how you reframe your offers. Because again, the way you reframe your offer is that you sell transformation, not transactions. Everybody here on this call today, you need to understand. You see this word transformation. For everybody marketing digital products and selling digital products, you need to understand what transformation means to you first, and then what transformation means to your audience. What does it mean to them? Because again, what you want to, why should they come and invest in you? Why should they come and pay you if you cannot give them that transformation? Because the reason anybody will need any form of knowledge or any form of new information is because they want to move from point A to point B. Your information, the information you're selling to them, must be able to move people from one stage to another. If they come to you and they are on point A and then they leave you, meaning that they have consumed your content, consumed your product, and then they are still in point A, it means you have failed as a coach, and that is the truth. So transformation is very important, and it is transformation that you will use to reframe your offer. Now, I said you had value instead of reducing price, Abby. That's one way, one major way for you to really push your product this Black Friday. How do you do that? One of the ways is bonus. Use the usage of bonuses. Your bonuses should be structured to address major objections from your audience. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. So a lot of people just, when they are trying to create a bonus pack for their offer, they just look for this here. Oh, I used to have an ebook. I used to have one video that I don't use again. And then they now pack everything, put it together and say, oh, you get all of these bonuses. And then at the end of the day, the bonuses don't make sense. So how do you plan for your bonuses? This is how, the first way to plan for you to understand bonus is, see your product itself, your core offer. That's the one you want to sell during Black Friday. Your core offer itself is solving one problem, right? Well, maybe more than one problem, but at least it is solving a major problem. There is a core problem that your core offer is solving. Now, when people see your core offer, what are some of the objections that they will have about your core offer? Maybe they see your core offer and they're like, oh, I'm not a technical person. Oh, I don't know how to use Canva. This guy said we have to know how to design graphics. I don't know how to design graphics, so I don't think this offer is for me. You see, that is an objection that somebody may have, and because of that, they will not buy your product. The solution to that objection is a bonus that you want to use to improve the value of your core offer. And then, as I say all of these things, don't forget that I said this should be a one-time offer. And when you call something a one-time offer, if you are building a sustainable business where you will be there year after year, you have to know that when you say it is one-time offer, it must be one-time offer. They shouldn't see it anywhere else, or else they will think you're a joke. So the objections of your audience, you sit down, research and analyze what those objections are, and then create bonuses. So if you are able to identify 7 objections, for example, and you have the bandwidth to create bonuses to support all of these objections, perfect. Then you now say, when you are now presenting your bonuses, you now say, if you're here and you think this thing will not be useful to you because you think you are not a graphic designer, there is a solution for you. In just 2 hours, you just need to dedicate 2 hours and learn how to design through Canva. You get a bonus, something to help you do this. And then you identify another objection and you say, oh, do you think this? You get 15 minutes or 30 minutes one-on-one, or maybe somebody thinks, oh, my case is too personal. My case is very, very unique. A group coaching program cannot work for me, or just a course will not. No, I will have questions. If there's no way to ask and get answers to my questions, I don't think this program is for me. Because again, our brains want to protect us and keep our money with us. Before you invest, it does not matter how much, whether it is 1 naira or 1 million naira. Before people invest, they will have questions. They will have, is this a good investment? Will you be able to do this? Do you have the time? Is it this? Is it that? All of these questions, you need to plug them with answers. And it is during your anticipation, during your buzz building, that is when you will plug all of these objections. So you can decide, for example, to start talking about, so let's say you have 7 bonuses. You start talking about 1 bonus, each bonus, 1 bonus per day. You talk about 1 bonus per day. You talk about 1 bonus per day. And they're like, I will get that one too. I will get that one too. And yeah, as they are getting excited, they are also getting excited, getting ready for your Black Friday sales. At this point, it does not matter if you say, okay, this program used to be 200,000 naira, and we are still selling at 200,000 naira, but we have a one-time offer for you. You get these 7 bonuses, and then you start talking about it and all of that. You don't need discounts. You don't need to have discounts. As you have bundled value, you have added value, to that product and make it, and you let them know that all of these bonuses are going. Program after Black Friday, you will not get it with all of these bonuses again. So you can stack your bonuses around objection. One other thing you can stack your bonuses around is speed. How fast they can start getting results. So analyze the transformation that you're giving to people. Remember that I said at the beginning that transformation is very important in all you do. So analyze your speech. Analyze how fast people can get results with your program? What is the type of support that they get before, during, and after the program? You can stack your bonuses around support. Make it simple. People don't like complicated things. You just need to know that. Don't think that when you make it complicated, they will think, this is so. No. Even your words needs to be as simple as possible. Simplicity is very important when you are marketing. That's step 2, reframing your offer. Again, what did we say? I think I will take more comments. I'm almost done. We go to step 3, in the next few minutes. So let me know how do you reframe your offer? What are the things I said about reframing your offer? What are the things? I've stopped sharing my slides. I'm now on Google Meet screen because I want to read your comments. Give support. Okay, Oluwatobi. What else did I say around reframing your offer? Because that is the meat of everything that I am teaching here today. That's the meat of it. Offers should be framed around speed, support, and simplicity. Yes. Transformation. Yes. 7-day accountability sprint. Personalized support. Good. Bonuses without reducing prices. Good. Add value. Instead of discounts, you can take the route of bonuses. Amazing. And don't forget, guys, what I've not seen here is identify your audience's objection. Yes, thank you, Oluwatobi. Target the objections and provide answers to it before you open cart. Before you open your cart, plug all of their objections, scatter it, kill the objections, so that by the day you say cart is opened or you start paying, it is easier and they can take decision faster than if you didn't block those objections. So that part is very, very important. Let's go back to my slides. Now, how do we convert this momentum into clients? How do we convert the momentum into clients? Because as you start doing all of these, building the buzz, anticipation, and all of that, you are gathering engagement, you are building the list, you are doing wait list, and all of this, you need to turn it into enrollment. The first thing you need to know is that the more visibility you have, the more sales you will get when you open your cart. So you have to ensure that everywhere you can be is where you are. Visibility. If you have to pay Uncle Mark for ads, you better pay him and pay him as much as possible to push. You can do retargeting ads. Again, remember that I said 70% of your effort must go to the middle of the funnel. So which means that you can do retargeting ads to ensure that all the engagements you've gathered in the last 1 year, for example, you now push all of your posts during the buzz. You push it to them so that they see that something is happening here. All right. You do broadcasts, WhatsApp broadcast. If you don't know how to do WhatsApp marketing, go and learn it. There are people selling. In fact, on Selar, go to Selar, you will see several products on WhatsApp marketing on Selar. Buy it, learn, do broadcasts. You want to also ensure that on all of the posts, that when you do your post to gain more visibility, try to do posts where people comment. So you say, comment so to get, or comment this is it to join the wait list. Comment. Don't just say they should click and go to your landing page. When they engage with that post, when they comment, it pushes your post out more and your post gets more visibility. You can make this an auto reply. You can connect it with with applications like ManyChat, LinkedIn that can help you automate the comments and the auto reply in the DM. Remember, build FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out. Let people feel like if they are not part of this clique, they will miss out on valuable information. How will all of this happen? It is when you speak out, when you create content, when you ensure that the things that, you let people see your value. That time I was talking about evidence and credibility. All of these things, don't let it be in your head alone. No. You should not be the only person that knows that you are good. So in your heart, and I'm good though. And you see some other people and you are like, this person she's not even teaching this thing well. But you are the only person that knows it, nobody else. You are the only person that knows you're good. No, you have to put out your value. Let people see your evidence. Let people see your credibility. Let them know that you are the best thing since sliced bread. Very, very, very important. Okay, so and you can start doing Q&A every day, 15 minutes live session, Q&A. Any question you have about our upcoming offer, start the live. Even if only one person attend, it is fine. Do it. The Q&A, you can even, if nobody is showing, maybe write out questions for yourself and then show up on the live and say, there are some questions here that I want to answer. And you start reading it out and you answer the question. Read it out, answer the question. At the end of the live, save the video, put it on your page. Other people will come and see it. Again, all of these things depends on your bandwidth and the time you have, but these are things you can execute that when you execute all of these things, it is sure that you will gain the attention that is needed for you to be able to sell properly during Black Friday. Now, again, like I said, Black Friday isn't about cheaper. It's about faster decision making. How do you help them to make that decision fast? It is by doing all of the things that I've said, especially around offer framing. And what I said in step 1 also, you should know that you're not competing with discounts. No, because everybody is doing discounts. You can't be different. Everybody is doing discounts. And remember, like I said, so Black Friday, right, is mostly used by e-commerce businesses. Black Friday is mostly used by e-commerce businesses, people who sell physical products and all of that. And it's really okay for them, because again, it may not, aside from maybe bundling different products, complementary products and all of that together, there's really not much they can do in terms of value added. But for you, you can add unlimited value. See, if you sit down with all of the points that I've given you today, you will be able to create several values that you can add to your product. That's the difference between you selling knowledge and the person selling physical products during this Black Friday. So focus on visibility. How will people see that value that you're adding? Focus on building excitement in people. Let them see. And you see, perception is also very important. So let them be able to perceive the value that you are giving to them, the value that your product has, and the value that you yourself, the bringer of the value, what your own value is also very important in this, because you see, in the knowledge industry, it is not only your products they are buying, they are also buying you, the coach. They are buying into you, the coach. Who are you? What do you know? What have you done? What is your evidence? What is the sign that you are able to take them to the promised land? What is the evidence that this transformation, you can truly, truly, truly give it to them? When people sense that they will miss out, they act faster. So fear of missing out is very important when you're building Black Friday anticipation. So audit, right now, I've given you everything you can use to audit your plan for Black Friday. If you have a plan already, audit it. If you don't have a plan and you are just building the plan right now, you use all of the information that I have passed across in this class, you use it to audit. You use it to plan and then re-audit and ask yourself, are you building anticipation early enough? Have you reframed your offer for value? Do you have a follow-up system that is ready to convert engagement into sales? Do you have a follow-up system ready to convert engagement into sales? Absolutely important. So answer those questions and get to work. And start building. Now, in rounding up, I have to tell you that there is a caveat. You see, all of the things that we have shared today may not work for some people. Most of the strategies I have shared here, if you are still speaking vaguely to your audience, you don't understand how to talk, how to make your messaging very powerful, how to present your messaging with clarity. If you still have a very broad niche, if your offer is still unclear, you don't know how to really create your offer and make it really valuable, if you cannot confidently say, this is the person, this is the ideal client, this is my ideal client, this is who needs this, my product the most, and this is how I am supposed to talk to this person, Black Friday will come and go and you may not make anything from it and nothing will change. Because again, you would think you have everything sorted out, but you are still introducing yourself and saying, oh, I help people build purpose. I am a life purpose coach. And you are still introducing yourself. You are still saying, I am a life purpose coach. I help people build purpose. And then when you say that, even though people are not talking in their mind, they are thinking, life purpose coach, what exactly does that mean? Who is a life purpose coach? How exactly does this help me? What exactly is the result? What exactly is the transformation? In essence, if you don't have your transformation story, you cannot say in simple sentence that this is the transformation that my product gives to people. This is how I take you from point A to point B, and this is who I take from point A to point B. Then all of these things, even when you apply them, they may not work. That's the truth of the matter. And this is the last thing I say in this class. You have to fix the root first. I do have a workshop that coincidentally is happening by 7 p.m. tonight. So if you are interested in joining, you can indicate in the comments. I'll look for the link and share it. But there's a niche clarity workshop that I do now and then. It is a pay what you want offer. It is very easy for you to join. Pay a token and join me. I have taken thousands of people through this niche clarity workshop, and it does not matter whether you are currently a coach right now and you're doing very well. If you want to scale, you should attend this niche clarity workshop, because you'll be surprised that you think you have niche clarity and there is a better way that you can do it that will help you to be able to scale faster. So if you are interested in joining me tonight by 7 p.m. for the niche clarity workshop, you can indicate in the comments and we'll take it. So I will hand over to the Selar team. I hope this class has been very valuable to you, and you now know how to plan for your Black Friday so that you will be able to sell out without adding discounts. Thank you, everybody. All righty.